she'll be up all night. I said, I know what, she won't be able to sleep and what have you. Anyway, he sent it to her at that point. And the next thing, I got a message saying, Kelly's gone live. So that's how come we went into Kelly's. Kelly ended up getting banned. Then we went into Claire's, Snell's. We were getting banned all over the place, whoever was reporting. But what the screen recording was it was a girl on the app called Kel.
Yeah.
Do you know who she is, Alex?
No, I was unaware. I got told, but I was unaware of the situation until it was explained. I believe it was a woman. Didn't she give Mary money? Mary Ann money.
She gave Mary Ann £50. That was the first time I'd ever heard of her, to be honest with you. But last week I messaged Kelly and I said to her, do you know a girl called Kel? I said, she has like blue hearts in her name. And Kelly said, no, why are you asking that? So I said, oh, I was just asking, if you knew her, because I've watched them screen recordings from that live in Yvonne's that night over and over and over again. And I've looked at those comments and I've studied the grammar and the way they're writing things. And I just thought, it just looks like the same way that she'd write things. So, like 2 weeks ago, I'd had a phone call with the girls and I said, I think that Kel could be behind that Proud to be Irish account. And they thought that it could have been Paddy, Shez's fella.
Yeah.
But I just said, oh yeah, okay, but I couldn't get it out my head that it was her. So I asked Kelly, she said she didn't know who she was. Anyway, it come about when we went into Pearls. Snell turned round and said, Snell said, and it's Paddy who's behind that Proud to be Irish account. She said, I know, that's Cheryl's fella, that's Paddy.
Yeah.
So, because of that, it's all come about yesterday that, it's hard to explain really, it's all come about yesterday that behind the scenes, I was right about that Kel. She was behind the Proud to be Irish account. But she was also behind the Mary Louisa account.
Yeah, because that come out yesterday because I heard the recording. She said that, but they all outed her, didn't they? And they were saying that you was to be. She owned up basically being behind the Mary account and the
Proud to be Irish. Yeah. So not only was she the one that was doxing the family members and the person, what has happened to Kelly, she was also going into different lives and putting filth in the comments where Kelly was. So the reason why it got outed yesterday. Now bear in mind, this happened around the 25th, 26th of August. And this only came about yesterday for the simple reason being was that it had been put out there that it was Cheryl's husband who was behind that account.
Yeah.
And that's why because behind the scenes, Demi and Cheryl had known all along that Kel was behind those two accounts, and they knew what she'd been writing in the comments and everything
For
to
me, personally, to just listening that, it's hard to listen to, right? So I can't imagine what others are going through. They are just as complicit. They're just as bad in my eyes, because
Yeah,
I'm not
they
being
are.
funny when you're making comments about child abuse and child abusers, and the thing is going into sick details regarding it as well. It's not the fact is mocking it is bad enough, but mentioning the actual the information about it all and stuff, and just mocking, and for that is a step too far, way too far. Mocking it in general is a step too far, but I'm on about going to the depths of detail, and that just shows you as a person who you really are and how low you'll go. So every person that knew about that account is just as bad as that account. Yeah, you might not have said the comments, but you knew who it was, and you laughed about it and done all the stuff off the app about it. You're just as bad.
Yeah.
Shona, why are you trying to make this about you? It's nothing to do with you. I've mentioned the people. Like, for God's sake, Shona.
Yeah, it was it's my stomach that's rumbling. Someone's just said in the comments, God, I'm noted for it now all over the app. But that's, and Cheryl was quite prepared to
Let it
just,
continue until it was a partner, basically, innit? She was happy to let it all continue until her fella was getting accused of it, innit?
yeah,
So basically,
yeah,
if it wasn't for her fella being mentioned, it being blamed for the account, then they would have let it continue. They would have let all the child abuse mocking and the sick comments being made. But because she's been getting blamed for it, or while her partner's getting blamed for it. But to be fair,
bear in
you
mind,
shouldn't
Alex,
care. You
bear
shouldn't
in
care her
mind,
partner's being blamed though, because she's done it as bad as anyway. Her admitting that she knew about that account is it's just as bad as if her partner was getting blamed anyway.
yeah, because she knew about, Demi knew that that Kel was behind the Mary Louisa account from the 25th of August.
So there you go.
And Shez messaged Kel yesterday and said to her, are you behind that? She messaged Demi and said, are you behind that Proud to be Irish account? And Demi said, no, I'm not. And she messaged that Kel the same message, but she knew that Kel was behind that message because Kel had messaged Shez off that account.
There's going to be, from what I've been made aware, I spoke to someone earlier, I'm not going to name them, this morning. I think this stretches on far greater than just them couple of people that knew about the account and the person who was behind the account.
We've all said the same.
Because I was made aware of a situation today that someone asked a certain person, I'm not going to mention it because it'll come out all naturally, mentioned something to another person about regarding this account, how they think this person's linked to this account, and all of a sudden that account was deactivated for a while. And the person that was asked the question about the account has not been mentioned yet, and I'm not going to mention them. But I'll let. To be fair, this is where they'll all throw each other under the bus now. This is what will happen. They'll be like, but you knew about it as well. You knew about it as well. At the moment, the only three people that deserve the attention is Shez, Demi, Fishfinger, Irish Demi, and the Kel, the one that made the account.
Well, Alex, you wouldn't even believe. They went into Laura's last night and got that Kel in the box. Shez was nowhere to be seen. But Kel and Demi got in the box, and that Steve-O got in the box as well. And they were really concerned. Like Demi was saying, Demi was saying, you don't know how bad my mental health's been for weeks because of all this. Well, it could have been nipped in the bud, but the messages when she told Demi that she was behind that Mary Louisa account, Demi told her, not the exact words, but I've got it on screen recording, so it's there. Demi told her, go and give a shit. So if she didn't, if a mental health's that bad, don't fucking do that to someone then, because whatever her mental health's been like the past few weeks, I'm sorry, but she's brought it on herself.
Yeah, it's, for me, the whole thing's sick, and you know what I mean. Like, how can you know about this whole situation, these situations that's going on, and literally see the accounts? I mean, these are women that have said they've been survivors of things, and
Yeah.
and they're there knowing about. They've said all this, and it's for me, it's the detail. The mocking is as bad enough, but it was the fact is the graphic detail that they was putting into comments and stuff like.
But Alex, this went on. What? Don't mock anyone's injuries from TV either, Manda. Lisa, fuck off. Not in the mood for you, because this isn't about you either. You're evil, Lisa. That's what you are, evil.
Yeah, Lisa, to be fair, can we just... I just want to keep this on topic, because if there is another situation that's gone on, then that can be spoken about at another time. But at the end of the day, this is to do with what's gone on. And when people come in and try and deflect onto a situation, it's not a good look. At the end of the day, Kelly's been a victim of something here, right, which is horrendous. If there's another situation that happens, you're more than welcome to go on live and talk about it or bring it out, whatever you want to do. But this is about Kelly.
Alex. Don't worry, she does. So, what was I saying? Sorry, I got distracted. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, that account went into Pales on Friday night.
Yeah.
Friday night, that account went into Pales, so it was still going on then.
So what did they say in Friday night? Was it really bad though?
You better put a trigger warning. Oh God, here we go, Alex.
Come back. Sorry, Andrea. Basically, what's happened is Kelly is someone on the app has had these accounts going about mocking her child. You know what I'm saying? And going into graphic details, just going around the app saying the most horrendous things. Because a certain person had been blamed, that they'd come basically live and exposed who was behind these accounts saying these horrendous things.
Yeah, you better put a trigger warning up.
Yeah,
Alex.
trigger warning, guys.
What it said on Friday night was, you something like you love the taste of Tommy.
Oh, I wasn't even made aware of that.
Yeah, it was bad.
Was that in Pearl's live? Was that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what account was that said that? So we could someone kind of.
That was the Mary Louisa
account. Yeah. So that was obviously Cal. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But we know for definite that at least two people knew all along that she was behind those two accounts.
Yeah, but all I'm going to say is, guys, I know there's a lot of people involved in the back and forth between what's been going on with Kelly and all that stuff. But please, I'm gonna say that please don't be attacking other people regarding this situation. The only three people that we know of that knew and was a part of it is Cal, the one that made the account, Shez, who knew about the account, and Demi, which is proud to be Irish. Everyone else at the moment is innocent regarding this. Probably not innocent about the back and forth and the arguments, but the thing is that's gone on between them both for a long time. But regarding these comments, the sick thing and the mocking is only Shez at the moment, Irish Demi, and the Kells that made the account. You know what I mean? I had to put that out there, Amanda, because there was people in here saying we didn't know anything about it and stuff. So until it comes out,
no, up to now, they're the only ones.
Yeah.
Up to now, they're the only ones that were 100% sure that knew.
I mean, if anything comes out over the next few days that other people knew, that's a totally different situation. But right now, there's only three people. You know what I mean? There's only three people as we know right now, and they've been named.
Well, they've admitted it. Two. There's only Cheryl yet to show her face. She was on live yesterday, but when it got outed that they knew about it, she didn't show her face in Laura's last night. When Demi and that Kel went in, Cheryl was nowhere to be seen. So it'll be interesting today to see what she's got to say for herself, because if Snell hadn't have said last night it's her husband behind that account, God knows how long this would have gone on with Kelly. With these comments going into every live, they were following her around.
The one thing I don't understand is, what did she actually think? Did she actually think about what she was saying? Because she actually outed herself, right, knowing that she knew about that account, which for me is just as bad. And the fact of the matter is, she was more pissed off that a fella was getting the blame. So both things are wrong. If a partner was to blame, and he isn't, but if he was to blame, he's disgusting. But then you outing yourself saying you knew about the account is equally as wrong. So, you know what I mean? It was a lose-lose situation for him. It's weird.
But the thing is, when they went into Laura's live last night, everyone was like firing questions at that Kel. All of them in the boxes were firing questions at her, which it was a shit show. It would have been better just one person going in and saying, everyone go on mute. Right, I'm going to ask you this, and this is what I want to know. This is what we all want to know for Kelly. But because everyone was asking all different questions, they didn't seem to be getting sort of like straight answers, if you know what I mean, because they were saying, well, how long did Shez know about this? And she was saying, well, I spoke to Shez today. And so Mabel got in because, Shez is live now.
Yeah.
Mabel, they should have left it to Mabel to do the asking of the questions. It's as simple as that. But Mabel said, how long has she known? She said, I spoke to her today. So she said, so she's only known since today that you were behind that account. She said, no, she knew I was. So they couldn't get, but she has known all along that she was behind the account, basically. But because they were all asking her different questions at the same time, it was a shit show. So I don't know whether we'll see her on the app again. Demi turned round later on and said, you don't know how this has affected my mental health for the past few weeks, so I'm just going out for a drink with my partner tonight to sort of like, unwind and So that was nice for her because Kelly was destroyed last night.
Yeah, but I think it's for me like as soon as I'd been made aware my friend was doing things like that, for one, I'm out in it, and for two, I'm no longer being a friend or being associated with that person.
I wouldn't want to be friends with someone who'd do something like that. And I certainly, if they weren't my friend, I certainly wouldn't sit on it for them. Do you know what I mean? I didn't think they were that close. Where they'd sit on that kind of information for a month, Alex. A month.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just the detail and everything that they went through is just so fucking weird. Can you not cam to Ches, Alex? I don't think I can. Let me have a look. Let me just have a look, guys, to see if I can. To be fair,
this is the shittest dog breed.
That was a bit of a. Just scroll onto TikTok and you see that. You know what I mean? Jesus. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second.
Did you hear what Shez said about me on Wednesday, Alex?
No.
Well, you'll need a trigger warning for this.
Trigger warning, guys. Trigger warning.
Because this is bad. So, some people might want to come out for a minute or just... She commented on one of my posts and we were arguing backwards and forwards in the comments, and she said to me something like, better still, I'll send you me postcode, come down, we'll do it face to face. So I said to her, well, better still, I'll send you mine. That was the end of that. Then I never found out about this till Thursday night. That she went live. She started dragging all the medication out all over the bed, all the doctor's paperwork and everything, and ranting and raving, screaming for me to go in the live. I was fast asleep because I just couldn't keep my eyes open all day on Wednesday, and I slept most of the day. And so I knew nothing at all about it, and I wouldn't have known nothing about it until I got told on Thursday night. The next thing, she's ranting and raving about me. I'll have to be careful because my son's in the next room, and the last thing I want is for him to hear this. She's ranting and raving about me, and the next thing she says something about, because her husband's dead. And that's why she's got the dog to lick her out.
Fucking hell.
And you know what, Alex? Her 9-year-old daughter was sitting on the bed with her when she said that.
How does that thought process go through people's heads?
I don't know. It, honest to God, knocked me for 6 when I heard that. It knocked me physically ill. And what made it worse was that was said in front of a child.
Just weird behaviour. I'm not going to be honest with you. It's fucking weird. Like, having that thought process is just strange. Yeah, they will do, Joe. They will go for Amanda because that's her weakness. Her children and her ex-partner that sadly passed will always be forever her weakness. So that's the way people attack to try and get a rise off people.
Alex, I'll be honest with you. If I'd have heard about that on Wednesday, I would have... I don't know. I can't say what I'd have been responsible for. I can't, because it's fucking... No. There's no words for it, is there?
Yeah, no, there isn't at all. Not at all. There's no...
She's warped. That's what she is. She's warped.
Yeah, it's for me. It's just, and this is what I said. Like, are we deleting comments going for her kids? Or 100%. Yeah, mute. Just quick mute it. Depending on the comment. If it's a comment that kids should never be mentioned in my life, but if it's something just saying about I feel sorry for the kids, you can keep them comments. Or mute it for like 5 seconds, and then so it just removes out of the post, please, guys. I don't want anyone's kids to be mentioned or targeted in the comments or anything like that, because at the end of the day, I just don't like it. I don't want it in my life, and it's not fair. Kids are innocent. Kids are innocent, remember, so... Carry on, Amanda, please, sorry.
Yeah, I put a post out last night, called her a disgrace of a mother, and I don't care. I said, yeah, I have gone there. I've called you a disgrace of a mother. Because to me, anyone who speaks like that in front of a child is a disgrace of a mother.
Yeah.
I mean, a child shouldn't be hearing shit like that.
Nah, definitely not. Definitely not. It's the whole situation as it's come to light every day. It's just got a little bit more weirder.
Yeah.
And strange and disgusting and sick, and like you said, it only come out because obviously her partner was being accused. But what I don't get is how long would you reckon this would have continued? Like you said, how long? What else would have been said?
Yeah. Yeah, if it hadn't have been, if the blame hadn't have been put on Paddy to be behind that proud to be Irish account, then Kel could have been getting this for months and months down the line.
Just...
So I'm glad Snell did say that. Even though, like, when Snell said it and Kelly said, yeah, it's him, I didn't say nothing, because still in the back of my mind I was thinking, I don't think it's him, I think it's that Kel. Do you know what I mean? So I just didn't say nothing when they said that. But I'm glad they did say it, because it's forced her to have to, like, but as far as I could gather, she still hadn't admitted that she'd known all along that girl was behind those accounts up until yesterday. I think she was trying to make out yesterday that she found out, because she messaged the girl and said, are you behind that proud to be Irish account, when she knew all along that the girl was, because the girl had messaged her on that account weeks ago.
I can't come to her, Emma Jane, because I'm not friends with her and she's on private, so I can't come to Shez, unfortunately, to play it. She's on private. I just tried to look there and I found the account, but she was private, so I'm not friends with her.
I can't play the recording. Someone's asking, can I play the recording?
Yeah, of course, if you want to play the recording.
I'll play the one where they got thingy and where they got that Kel in the box.
Yeah.
I'll just have to check that because I was playing so many. Yeah, this is it. Hang on. This is the one where they got it. They had that Kel in the box. This was in Laura's live, and there was Tanya and Steve-O, Lally, Demi, that Kel, and then different people were getting in the boxes and saying like what they had to say. You'll hear how much of a shit show it turns out to be anyway.
Is there a trigger warning needed for this live?
No, I don't think so. No. Right, I'll start playing it.
Can I just say something? I'm just checking in to make sure everyone's all right.
Thank you, Laura.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm fine. I just want to say, see, all of this has really got to me. I didn't want to. Listen, Kel, I did not want to out you whatsoever, but my whole mental health is went really badly.
And Sammy opened up to us all tonight and told us she's gone through. Like, I'm really sorry for that. I'm really, really sorry, but
Please, can I ask you, why did you sit there in the comments and let me get the blame? I've sat in silence for fucking weeks. I've been scared.
I didn't know that you were
to come into lives. I've just come in and said hello.
And plus, Cal, we were getting yellows and everything.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Tanya. Off the back of that, we were all getting called like the most awful names.
Everything.
right.
I'm sorry that I had doubt you. That's some type of person I am.
I'm sorry, but I just got a message today to say about Shaz's boyfriend, and I said, okay, I'll say that it was me. Can you send me on her details? And I deleted the accounts that night when it happened, when I said it. And then when the aftermath, when I heard, I was like, oh my God.
So why didn't you step up and say
I'm not saying that I'm innocent.
Can I quickly say something before I drop? I just want to say that this could have been sorted the day after those comments were made and it all kicked off. You could have held your hands up and said it was me. I didn't know it was about to do with trauma. I'm really sorry. And none of this stuff would have happened for weeks on end. Everybody that has been involved in this and has been dragged has had their mental health dragged through the dirt.
Exactly.
And I don't think it's fair. I think you owe a lot of people an apology. And as a survivor myself, if anybody ever did what you did to me, trust and believe. I can't even finish my sentence.
Next drop,
I'm going to go.
Bex, baby steps.
I've got a question. Sorry, my throat's a bit sore. I've got a question. So, Kel, did Shez know that was you under that account the whole time?
Oh.
Yes, you did. I'm going to say it. I'm not sitting here. I'm not fucking
my child.
Because you said, Kel, you said that Shez messaged you because her partner, her husband, was getting dragged. So she knew it was you.
Yeah.
So she knew it was you the whole fucking time.
Wow.
And sat alongside all of us when Demi was getting fucking dragged, when we were all getting fucking dragged, and when I was getting called a fucking liar about going through grape when I was a fucking child, and we all got called pedalos. Shez knew it was you the whole time.
Yeah.
And let me just make this clear.
About you.
And let me just make this clear. Shez has sat in here today and said that she had no idea.
Yep.
So Shez was in that live, and Shez is the one that brings into Julie's live that day about the articles. Shez knew it was you that was under that account, so Shez could have spoke out and been like,
sorry, I have to stop you there. I have to stop you there.
Yeah.
I have to stop you. I was the one that mentioned Gary Henley. That was me. And I've always owned up to that. That was me. But he is no relation of Kelly, by the way.
right, that might be, but Shez knew that she was the one that was under that media account, which is what caused all this.
Yes.
She knew the whole time.
Shez texted me and asked me that.
So basically, Shez has texted you because her husband was brought into it. That was where she drew the line.
Yeah.
As soon as one of her own got brought up into it, that's where she thought that was unacceptable. But it was okay for all of us to get dragged.
Yeah,
I just got a message today, and it was like, hey, is that your account? And I said, yeah, it is my account. Sure, you know that it's my account. I was talking to you on the
Well, I got the same message, and I found it very narcissistic, because let me tell you something. See, when you provide me with information and ask me if I'm an account, when I'm in my own account on the live, and you can see that. That's
So when did Shez ask you if you were that account? Was it that night?
today.
Yeah, but you said that you were messaging her on your Mary
He
account.
also asked me today, was I that account?
So when did Shez find out you were under that account?
She texted me today, and I said it to her, yeah. But they knew already. Like, Demi knew that I was the Murphy account, and Shez knew that I was the Proud Murphy account.
Proud to be Irish.
Proud to be Irish.
Only today.
Sorry?
Only today.
No.
Well,
Sure, the message says it, the message that I sent.
So you sent Shez a message off of the Mary account.
No, I was
And me as well.
Can I just ask a quick question?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
On the screenshots we saw today,
Yeah.
Kel, you were messaging someone and you said, it's me on the Mary account.
Yeah, that was to Demi.
And that was on the day.
That was on the. Was I say as if Jem can bring that back up again?
You okay, Amanda?
Sorry about that. I just got my granddaughter's ringing me because I take her out today. Just hang on a sec.
No problem.
Dom? What? Phone the baby for us and see what she wants. Sorry, it won't be a sec. I'm on live, sec, lad. Will you just phone the baby and see what she wants? She probably only wants to see what time we're picking her up.
What time shall I say if we are?
Say 1 o'clock. Go on, sorry, I'll just rewind that a little bit in case you missed where the phone was ringing.
The thing I don't get there, and I'll be honest with you, what I've gathered from that live recording is, like, she's clearly trying to say that Demi and Shez knew for a long time, and they said, but you messaged Demi today saying that it was only today that she knew about the account. She's going, no, but she already knew. And they were all ganging around because Demi's in there, like people saying, yeah, but she only knew today, though, didn't she?
No, what that means is what Shez did yesterday.
Yeah.
Because Paddy got blamed for it the night before.
Yeah.
Shez then messaged Demi yesterday and said, are you behind that Proud to be Irish account? And Demi said, no, I'm not. So she then messaged Kel. And I don't know what she said to Kel because that message wasn't shown. They did show the message between her and Demi. But I don't know what she said to Kel, but she must have said to Kel, listen, Paddy's getting the blame for that account, so you're going to have to come out and tell everyone it was you.
Oh, okay.
Because she had been messaging, this Kel had been messaging Shez off that account, so Shez knew quite well, but she still took it upon herself to message Demi as if she didn't know.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that Kel was messaging Demi, telling her that she was behind the Mary account.
Yeah.
So Shez was acting a little bit dumb yesterday. Was it you, Demi, who was behind that account? Demi said no, so she said, okay. And then she must have messaged that Kel and said, listen, you're going to have to just own it.
Yeah, I feel that there's a lot of people protecting people here now because they're worried about their friends out in the bigger picture here. Because I do think there's a lot of people other than the people that have been mentioned that knew about this account. You know what I mean? I think it's pretty obvious to see.
Well, a bit further on this screen recording, they show the messages, so I'll pause it and read the messages, what they say.
Yeah, I do. I think that there's they're trying to protect a certain someone because I feel that they're scared that everyone that there's going to be implicated into it as well. They're going to make, but you knew about it as well. I told you, here's the messages, and if they can protect the one person, they're worried about it all getting leaked out to everyone. That's what I believe.
Yeah,
because it makes no sense. We've seen people throw each other over the whole app under the bus. One person says they've been accused of something. Next thing you know, then you find out that everyone else has been involved. Everyone's been talking off the app, laughing about it and stuff. There's 100% more involved than just the three. 100%.
I think so. Right, I'll just carry on.
And she says, and I said, put in a load of shit or whatever it was. I says, if Jem can bring that back up again.
So what we need to establish now is when Shez actually know.
Demi has been sitting on
Well, I've asked you, you're given two different answers. I came in here and I asked, so Shez knew the whole time you were under that Mary account. You said yes. And then you've just said that she found out today. So she either knew
She
that you were that Mary account when you went in that live that night, or even if it was a day after, if she knew before today that you were under that account.
Yeah, she knew.
So she knew. So she knew.
She said, it says in the message, sure, you text me on it and you said that was you.
Wait a minute, Mabel. Wait. So
Shez knew them
all along.
Yeah.
Mabel's
So
not-
basically, Shez's message Kel saying, you've messaged me under that account before, so I know that's you.
Yeah.
She messaged Kel today saying that. So
She
Shez knew it was her the whole time.
She messaged me saying that her husband was getting the blame for it.
So basically, I don't give a fuck if anyone disagrees. Basically, because her husband got dragged into it, that's where she draws the line. But it was okay for all of us to get dragged.
Yep.
Right, so can I say something, Mabel, as well? I also knew at that time what was going on.
So you knew that Kel was under that account the whole time too?
I knew.
Right, and the messages between Kel and Demi. Kel had messaged Demi on the 25th of August and said, I'm Mary in the chat with laughing faces. Don't say who I am. I know her family in real life. I had KILLINGS with her family, which I think means the way we'd say, oh, I've had MURDER with them. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what that means. Kelly said that that's a saying in Ireland. And Demi messaged her back and said, say mad things, make up crap, please, it'll be funny. And Kel said, she's not well in the head. She's not well in the head. Her whole family is like that. And that's how come when I was seeing that Proud to be Irish, they were writing that in the comments. And I'd seen her writing the same word. And that's how come I was suspicious of her. So that was what that message was. So she told Demi on the 25th of August that she was behind that Mary account, and Demi said, say mad things, make up crap, please, it'll be funny.
But I've literally not been in lives. I've kept quiet.
Well, obviously now that I'm figuring out Dems and Shez was speaking to each other about it, because that's how I know that when Dems was texting into the...
Right, now these are the messages between Shez and Demi. Shez said, you want to hear the shit I've heard about Irish Kelly girl? Demi said, what she did now? Shez said, no, not what she's saying. I've been digging on Irish Kelly. Demi says, oh my God, what did you find out? Shez says, she got run out of Ireland for drugs. Her cousin got STABBED in the face by a guy called Gary Hanley, and then loads of shit happened with her family. Her name is, and I'm alright to say all this because we've been on live last night saying it and Kelly was there. Her name is Lisa Kelly. Her ma's sister is called Martina Kelly. So if you want to shut her up talking shit, just mention a few things and she'll shut her mouth, because her family ain't shit. And Demi said, I knew it was about drugs. it usually is the case when they don't come back here.
The thing is, am I right in thinking this? Like, there was no digging involved. Wasn't this stuff that Kelly told Shez because they was once friends, weren't they?
Well, apparently this Kel has said that she knows Kelly's family because she's from the same area.
Oh, okay.
And so I think between Kelly's told Shez things.
Yeah.
And I think this Kel has been telling Shez things. So what I can gather is the three of these have all been messaging each other behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And passing shit on. This is nearly finished now.
Chat that them two are talking to each other about it. So I never spread.
Get them off the screen because you're doxing.
Yeah, you're doxing everything. I don't think that's allowed to be on a screen. So Dems and Shez was talking about it.
So Demi, you know the whole time it was Kel.
Yes.
So why didn't you tell any of us?
Right. Can I just interrupt here? Right. So did Shez when did Shez officially find out that it was you?
She knew the whole time, Dana, is what Kel's saying. That she knew because Kel had already messaged Shez under that account before. So
And that's the end of the screen recording.
Yeah. That's what I mean, like, do you know what it is? It is hard to listen to, you know, because like I said, this is definitely not about me, but when it comes down to it, right, there's been a lot of people on both sides being dragged through the mud regarding all these sick comments that have been made and these accounts being made targeting Kelly's family and what she went through. And there is, no matter if you don't get on with the people, there is also innocent parties on both sides because there's been people blamed from stuff that has nothing to do with them. I mean, I do think over the course of the next few days, there's going to be a lot of people throwing each other under the bus. I see that coming because there's definitely more than them three that knew. One person that was mentioned who's come out that knew, he's friends with three other people that are very close to him. And I feel that if you really think that they haven't been told, then come on, let's not bullshit here. That you are close, you definitely, thank you, Pearl. 100% they know. They are very close friends, Manda. Very, very close. Anything that goes on, they know about. So you really think, right, that if you've been told that account belongs to someone and they're doing that you have been told being a close friend, bullshit. I'll call bullshit on that. Massive bullshit.
Steve-O went back into Laura's later on and said, we're very close to Demi. We speak to Demi every day and she's kept this from us. Because we heard that on a screen recording as well. So, yeah, I don't know who else is involved, but I do think that there is going to be quite a lot of throwing each other under the bus. I think if anyone's going to start singing, it's going to be Cheryl.
I think it'd be Cheryl, and if Demi does, obviously Demi knows, so people are pointing the attention out to her. At the end of the day, I think she'll start opening her mouth as well.
Oh, well, when Steve-O went back into Laura's, Laura turned round and said to him, how's Demi?
Yes, Michelle, I will.
How's Demi? She asked him. So it looks like Demi's already got a walkover as far as they're concerned.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like, I felt that from that whole... Sorry, carry on, Amanda, sorry.
You know, they're asking how's Demi, but then saying Shez is going to have to come in tomorrow and explain. So as far as I'm concerned, Demi's every bit as bad as Shez.
Thank you, Nate. Yeah. And yeah, I got that. I gathered that from there. But there was, like I said, I felt from that screen recording that you played, there was a lot of protection. I'm saying, oh, so Demi only knew today. Like, there was a lot of emphasising around that Demi only just found out, when she's clearly in the box saying that Demi knew, Shez knew, all this stuff, you know what I mean, for a while now.
Yeah, well, Demi admitted on that screen recording, because Demi actually showed the messages between her and Kel, and they were dated the 25th of August. So Demi outed then how long she'd known that she was behind that Mary account for.
Yeah, Perlitz came out last night who was behind them sick accounts, you know, the ones that were saying them horrendous things about Kelly and her, what she went through. It came out last night. It was disgusting. Yeah, it's all come out. Who was behind them accounts? They owned up to it last night, and yeah. So we'll see what happens. To be fair, this is a police matter. If I'm going to be totally honest with you, for me, this should be reported to the police.
That's what everyone was saying last night.
Yeah, for me, it's not a TikTok thing now. For me, it's a police case. It's a police case, 100%. It's not for scoring points online. It's not for, let's fire up lives, guys. Let's go at each other. Let's weaponise this. Let's have a battle. Let's do all this shit. For me, it's a police matter. It's 100% a police matter.
Yeah. Yeah, because for what they've put her through over the past 4 weeks, if she wasn't as strong as she is, God knows where she could have been.
Yeah, to be fair, if you're involved in all that, then you should be on social media bans. You shouldn't be allowed, right, on any form of social media if that's what you think's acceptable. You know what I mean? To be doing that sort of situation, to do all that, it's fucking weird. I'm not sure. I've only found out about this morning, Paul. I woke up to this at 6 o'clock this morning. I slept through. I normally woke up at 4 o'clock, but I slept in till 6 this morning.
Kelly was on with us till about 5 this morning, and in the end, her meds had kicked in. She sounded exhausted, and she just said, I need to drop down. And we were on till about 7 when Claire lost a second account. 2-week-long bans Claire got last night because she was just getting reported like mad.
The thing is with Kel, and what you need to, with Claire and that, is because she's very vocal, and she'll say, and it's how, because what happens with the algorithm and the system with the AI on TikTok, if you raise your voice or get elevated and it's not normal or accustomed to you as a person, it picks up seeing that things as distress, and then it'll flag you and then bring you down. That's what it happens. It's just like CLA. That's why CLA don't get all the bans when she's starting throwing out the crazy boyakas and roots and screaming about, because her platform and the AI picks up that's her normal behaviour. That's why she doesn't get flagged as much. But you see, because I'm quite calm, if I started getting a bit aerated now, I'm going to get a banana. And it's the same. That's what happened with me and Cheryl and her partner. Because I'm calm, when me and him was having an argument back and forth, that's what happened. As soon as I started elevating my voice, they flagged me. He flags.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think with Claire now, the system should be realising what she's like. So
I know.
They shouldn't be giving her bananas.
I was in bulk, and Snell had fell asleep, so I was saying, oh God, I'm getting off, I'm not sitting up here on my own. And Snell was going, I'm awake. This was 7 o'clock this morning.
I just feel that for me, honestly, because of the severity of it and what's been going on and how serious it actually is, it needs to be a police matter now. But I feel that there's going to be a lot of people on the app that want to fire up the lives, discussing it and trying to go over it. And then that's not right. It needs to be a police matter now. It's not a point scoring system. It's too serious now.
Yeah, definitely.
It's sad that arguments have escalated in this? Why couldn't they just left the arguments, the back and forth, the cam two in the argument saying, I don't like you, you're this, you're that. If you wanted to do that, it's fine. But when you start targeting traumas and bringing up personal information, deep diving, digging families and stuff that's off the app, they're innocent parties in all this. Like they're innocent parties in arguments. Children, people off apps, dead relatives are all innocent parties. Thank you, Dawn.
Yeah, but there seems to be no limits on what some people will say.
I know that. You know what I mean? I've seen that. I've witnessed it myself and been a part of it. That's not a part of doing it, but the receiving part of it. I've had my dead relatives put on the app I've had all sorts. But you know what? The thing is, it isn't about me. And you know what? I'm a bigger person. And for me, I can take it. It doesn't affect me because I'm just like, yeah, you're not really doing anything. You're just doing that. But other people feel differently, you know what I mean? And it affects people differently. Me, I'm just like, I'm an adult, so I don't really care. I'll throw it over my shoulder and I'll move forward. But what they've done is to the extreme when they've weaponised someone's trauma just as a point score. I don't like that at all. I think that's sick. And I think that it should be going to the police.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I hope Kelly does take it to the police because I think that's when everyone will start throwing everyone under the bus about how much they actually knew.
Yeah. I think it'll happen anyway. I think that will just come in due course on TikTok. I generally think there's going to be a lot of people open their mouths because for me, there's 3 people that are just as bad as each other at the moment. And let's not just make it about the one that made the comments. Also make it about the people that knew it, that knew about the account as well, and also only coming out of it because your fella was blamed for it. You know what I mean? So that's basically saying to me, you would have allowed it to continue if he wasn't getting blamed.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly that. And she, like Laura said on that screen recording, she sat with them yesterday and never even cracked on that she knew about who was behind that account.
Thanks, Steph.
Cheryl did.
Well, like I said, I ain't friends with Shez, so I don't know what she said on live today. I don't know what she went live for and stuff. She's probably said that that's not the truth and all that stuff, but...
No one's going to believe her, though.
Sorry?
No one's going to believe her.
Oh, yeah, of course. He was behind her case.
They can't make allowances for Demi's mental health and how much it's affected her the past few weeks, and then hold Cheryl accountable in a different way. They're all accountable the same way.
Evelyn said, didn't Laura and Lally say they knew as well?
Oh, they knew. Oh, I didn't hear them saying that.
I don't know, Evelyn. This is all new to me. Like I said, I don't know what, I'm only going on what the screen recordings say, and I don't know. No, they said no. Okay,
I don't think.
Apparently they didn't know Evelyn. Don't target Evelyn. She's just saying, was they mentioned? She's not saying there was. She asked the question.
No, I don't think I didn't hear them saying that they knew about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious that me and Laura and that don't get on, but at the end of the day, I don't want false things being put in the live. I'm not blaming you, Evelyn. I'm just saying I don't want people running with things that is not true, that might not be true or is not true. No, I don't think so. I definitely tried to smooth it. Well, yeah, like I said, that's the thing. That's when in friendships you do, but when it comes to certain situations like that, you don't try and smooth a situation off because it's so fucking serious. Yeah, I know you're not, Evelyn. I know you're not accusing her. 100%. I know you're not. I'm just saying. I don't want it to be. You know, it's like, you know what lives are like. People run with it saying, "Oh my God, Evelyn's been blaming me" and all that stuff. No,
yeah.
You ask the question.
Yeah, that's how it is, isn't it? You ask a question, and if
and that's why I was trying to say that she asked the question. She wasn't blaming anyone or saying it was that's what happened, because you know what people are like. You're fucking they take an inch and run a mile.
Yeah.
And then there'll be lives all day saying, "Oh my God, in Alex's live, I was getting blamed for being involved and all that stuff." And
I think there's going to be lives all day today anyway, Alex.
Well, good on them. I won't be involved and I won't be in the live.
They all have their lives all on private now and all that anyway, so that no one can get in and cam too, but people can still get in and cam too because it's been proved, because we've had the screen recordings.
Melissa and Dee Dee, just regarding the accounts that was going around mocking Kelly's abuse and as a child, and there was some sick comments that was getting made on fake accounts. It all got exposed last night who was behind them accounts, which is Irish Kelly with blue. Was it Blue Hearts? Something in her name or something? Blue.
Not Irish Kelly with the green hearts.
No. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Jesus Christ! Not Irish Kelly. She's the victim. It's Kelly with the green heart, the victim.
She's changed her name. She's changed her name now. That Kel. She's changed her username now to Mum of Two Beautiful Boys.
Mum to Two Beautiful Boys. Yeah. Yeah, that's.
He was behind the accounts, but Cheryl, who gets called Shez, and Dempsey, who gets called Fishfinger, knew about.
But that cow, that other one, the one that did it, she's Irish as well, isn't she?
Oh, hold on. Look what Kathleen's just said. Yeah, she is. She says she's from the same area as Kelly originally. Look what Kathleen's just said.
Just being on Shez, her, Steve and Tanya saying they didn't know anything. Well, that's pretty much impossible, isn't it? That's
Shez
pretty much
impossible. No, Shez did know because the girl has said that she's spoke to her on that account, using that account.
Yeah, I think, do you know what it is? I'll let them try and get themselves out of this absolute mess. Has this cow been in yours, Alex, in comments with blonde hair? Or is it someone else? I believe it's someone else. I don't think she's been in here. I don't recall the name, Kira, to be honest with you.
Shez doesn't remember.
Oh, of course she doesn't. But it's the fact how she only mentions it all now when a partner's getting to blame, when a partner's getting blamed. It doesn't make any sense at all. I don't know Paula. I don't know what she looks like. I don't know anything about her.
It's the Kel who gave Mary Ann the money.
I recall that, but I wasn't in the live when it was.
She has got dark hair, yeah, because I saw a profile picture last night. Yeah, she has got dark hair. Yeah, it's that one. But it's funny that Shez doesn't remember.
Yeah, considering she's only come out of it now. If she didn't know anything, why is she saying about she only come out with the information now her partner's been targeted? For me, that doesn't make any sense at all. Why would she message that account or have any communication with that account and saying that I'm because my partner's getting targeted and that? But if they've already spoke on that account and it was that cow, you know who it was. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, what that Kel needs to do is go live on one of theirs today. It'll probably be Laura's that she'll go into again, and she needs to show the messages between her and Shez.
Yeah, they'll put it and it'll be put to bed then, isn't it? Who knew? Yeah. Who was a part of it?
Good morning, Pale.
Good morning, Mum. Good morning, Alex. Morning, everybody in the comments. I'm just like, I'm a bit, I'm backward, right? So I take it there's been another live last night where this has all come out.
Yeah, the one that was behind that, that horrendous Mary Louisa account that said the really sick things to Kel about her having extra stuff with her.
Wasn't it, Mandy? Is that one that got blocked out of mine that night?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pale. And the only reason that it's been outed is because, do you remember Snell and Kelly saying that they thought it was Paddy, Shez's husband, who was behind that Proud to be Irish account?
Yeah.
Well, because they said that, they've been basically forced to admit that it was an Irish girl called Kel
Yeah.
But Shez knew all along that she was behind the Proud to be Irish account and the Mary Louisa account. The only reason that it's come out is because Shez's husband was getting the blame for it.
So was it Shez's husband then or not?
No, it was this Kel, and Shez messaged her yesterday and more or less said, you're going to have to come out and tell them that you're behind that account because Paddy's getting the blame for it. But Shez has known for 4 weeks that that girl was behind that account and that she was doing all that to Kelly.
Well, do you know what I say, don't you, right? Karma's a bitch, but which sick, twisted person, even if you knew that information, again, somebody's told you their deepest, darkest secrets, or you found out, why would you then feel the need to come on a public platform and come out and tell people things like that and say what was getting said in the comments, because it was vile? I don't know where people's heads is at. I really don't. Oh, is somebody checked on Kelly? Yeah.
She was on with us till 5 o'clock this morning, Pale. I haven't even been to bed.
Oh.
Kelly ended up going live about 12:30 last night. So we all went over and went in with her. And in the end, she was exhausted. 5 o'clock this morning, she got off and we were on till 7.
God love her. But it's just, I can't believe, like, somebody would come out and just say these things. I really can't.
Thank you, Shazza.
No, it makes you wonder what goes through some people's minds to come out with stuff like that, doesn't it?
What's more sickening is the things I listened to the other night. To mention the name and the vile things that was coming in the comments when them recordings were getting played, and to listen to people laughing, saying his name, and saying, like, that uncle was going to be upset with Kelly. I couldn't get that out of my head.
I know.
That was pretty tame compared to the rest of the comments, though.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah, the comments that Mary Louisa, she's been following Kelly. She's come in Alex's live, she's come in Kelly's live, she came in your live.
Yeah.
And she's basically just been following around and putting stuff like that in the comments, which was absolutely just vulgar.
Wow. See, I'm lost stuff. I think, I don't know if I'm right or if I'm wrong, the Shez one, has she got the same accent like you, Alex?
Yeah, she's from Birmingham, yeah.
Right, so I do know who that one is, but barring from that, I don't think I know who the others is.
The other two girls are Irish, Pale.
Yeah, I don't think I know who they are. But I just know it's sick.
There was one behind the account and two that knew, one that was behind the two accounts and another two that knew all along that she was behind them accounts.
See, that's sick in itself. To sit and know who it is behind accounts when they're coming out and saying what they were doing. Like, that's just, I don't know, it's mind-blowing. Fucking hell.
Someone's just said here in the comments, there's two Mary accounts. One that was that Kelly, and no one knows who the other one is. So, I don't know.
Who's Robert?
Who?
Somebody said in the comments about somebody called Robert.
The one that's been staying with Marcus Ems.
Oh. Hey, there's videos going out about her, because I've seen them, excuse me, where she's using violence on them.
Yeah, he got taken away by the police last night.
Wow. It's like watching
Marcus.
Yeah, it's like watching that again, isn't it? Sick again. Wow. What the frig's this app come to? I've been away for one day And yeah, she's good, thank you, my Manchester cat. Thank you very much for asking. I've been away for one day and it's like I've missed 2017 episodes.
Oh, do you know what, Pale? Sometimes that's for the best.
I know.
The way it's going now, it's best to miss a lot of the stuff that's going on now.
I'm glad. Yeah, last night, because on Friday night, the things that I was hearing, if they were tame, they physically knocked me sick. So I can only imagine what else was being said. Well, I can't imagine, but I mean, it was just sick.
Do you know what, Pale? I got sent screen recordings of your live the other night, and I couldn't believe there was people in the comments saying, this is all lies. How can it be lies when you're listening to a screen recording?
Yeah.
It's not like we were sitting there saying, this one said this and that one said that. It was there on the screen recording.
That's what I'm saying, morning Crazy Welsh. That's what I'm saying. If it was just people hearsay, and that's why, listen, Kelly was in bits, right? And she wanted people to know what was happening to her. And she said she had screen recordings. That's why I let her come up on my platform, because you can't argue with voices when it's coming out that person's mouth, can you?
No.
So, morning, my Wayne. So I don't know how they can say that things weren't said, and I got loads of messages, hate messages after that live saying it was only one-sided. You never heard both sides. Listen, I heard enough in the voice recordings. I didn't need to hear any excuses. You cannot take away what you heard in a voice recording. And to me, that's the end of it.
How you doing, Frankie, mate? You good?
It was said. So, oh my dear. Honestly, you know, what a sick and twisted world. You don't realise what we do live in, you know.
But they weren't quick enough going to Scout Slayer and saying this is all one-sided when she was dragging me, Snell and Claire through the mud.
Well, I've just been made aware that she's actually in Shez's live.
Right, so, you know, after that night, didn't I mention about Scout Slayer? Because everybody said that they were mods and everything. So I did, when I come off, was it yesterday?
All right, it's
Friday, wasn't it?
No, I mean, I think it was yesterday. I don't know if it was the night or if I only got it yesterday, a message off Scout Slayer saying she tried to be fair as possible. So the message that I give back to her, and I will put it up, both messages, was you do the F page, right? So if somebody spoke about you should be getting both sides because you do what you do. I had Kelly up as a friend because her side wasn't getting heard. That was the way that the conversation went. And I said, so for your F page, if that's what you're going to do, you cannot take one person's side. When there's proof out there, you should have let both parties have the say. Anyways, I don't even know if she's replied to us, but it is there, and it was wrong because she does the F page.
When I said on your live the other night about sending that message to herself, and I said I've got an email that I'm sending off to TikTok with the proof that she sent that message to herself, she went right over to Mabel's live and said in the comments in Mabel's, TikTok won't do shit.
Yeah. Definitely, at least to me, it is the F page. If you don't like me saying that, I'm sorry, don't listen to us. That's what I call it.
Even Miss Baguette pulled her up in that live, like when she was in the live, she was like, yeah, if they want to come and tell me that they want to be unblocked, well, how can I tell you if they want to be unblocked? Like, she said, they're free to come in my live, but she blocked them from the live.
She set a timer. She set a timer for us. And when the timer went off, she said, right, that's it, the time's up now. They had the chance. Who does she think she is? Setting a timer for us to go into her life.
Like I'm saying with me, it wasn't an F page. Mine was just because Kelly's my friend. She wasn't getting heard and I was giving her my platform to be heard. But when it's like a F page thing, I think both sides should be allowed, but even still, how can you get out of hearing them recordings? You can't.
The thing is though, Pale, after they done that live in Yvonne's where they were all doing all that shouting and everything, they went live for days after that, putting their side of the story across.
Mm-hmm.
So it was Kelly's turn to get her side across.
Exactly. And that's what I said to Kel, and I said it to everybody the other night. And if Kelly wants to come back on and say anything else, she can on my platform. Because surely to God, I thought that would have stopped it. You know, like when you were listening to them things that was being said, surely that would have stopped it, but obviously not.
Mm.
And it's sick.
The thing is, that didn't get highlighted a lot either as well, did it? About them horrendous messages that Scouslayer got received when it came out. It came out. It was her. Did it herself, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That got
You said
proved.
that, Mum, didn't you?
Yeah, that got proved that she'd sent it to herself because it had been copied and pasted because there was no white speech bubble surrounding the message. I showed all the proof of that.
It's
Just
I don't
strange.
know.
Just strange, isn't it?
And when Chantel shared your live to her the other night, Pale, she messaged her back and said, I'm not going in there so that them three in the boxes can jump on me like they always do. And then she said something else like, and me getting the blame for sending that message to myself, that's fucking sick. And then she blocked Chantel.
So that just speaks volumes in itself then.
It is sick that she sent that message to herself. It's very sick.
Oh. It's fucked up, basically.
Yeah. Because she mentioned her kids in that message and everything. So if we hadn't been able to prove that that wasn't me, then that would have gone all round this app. People thinking that I'd sent that message.
Exactly. So that was the best thing on Friday night, to out them messages, to listen to everything and to hear a proper story, like while you had the chance. And you just think they would have been basically ashamed of what they've done and ended it.
Well, because of that, the other night, they've been forced into admitting that it was them. But Saoirse's just said in the comments there that Kel, the one who was behind the accounts, Saoirse had a conversation with her once on the phone because we come from round about the same area, and she started telling Saoirse all kinds about Kelly, and she said something like, shall we start doxing her or something? And Saoirse said, no, we won't. I'm not into all that. No, I'm not. And you know what? Saoirse's my friend and I speak to her all the time off the app. And she hasn't even told me what that Kel told her about Kelly.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. Because was Kel and who was it? Somebody friends, and obviously how you talk to people. Is that how this come out in the first beginning or not?
It was on the live. It was all on live. But there was obviously a conversation off there.
They've all been talking between the three of them. The girl who was behind the accounts and the two that knew about the accounts have all been talking behind the scenes on messages to each other for the past month.
Yeah. Oh, Chester. It's sick. And why to come, like I said, on a public platform and do what they've been doing, it's on another level. I'll be truthful. But yes, Scouslayer, I think she was wrong. And there you go, it speaks volumes. If she sat in somebody else's live now, like
someone who's done that to someone, that shows where their morals lie.
Exactly.
She's got none.
It's just sick.
But these people aren't her friends, Pale. They used it
No.
for their platform to get their side of the story out against me, Claire and Snell. That's all. They used her, and she made them mods while they were at it.
Somebody's just said that she was upset. Scotia. Who's Scotia?
Scotia came into Snell's live last night and got in the box, and she was crying her eyes out saying, Kelly, I'm so sorry, you know, that I didn't speak up when she was like, she told me all the things that she told me about you and your family and everything, but Scotia's not that way inclined. She not only, she just kept it to herself. She didn't even tell us who were her friends.
Wow.
It's just sick,
That's how it should have been. That's what, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, because I can't get my head around it. But no wonder, you know, people go on to Kelly, so no wonder when she's been holding all of this in, things has been happening to her, why she goes on the way she does. And then it was just like she's broken into a million pieces and she can't put herself back together.
She will. She will, because she's got support. She's got support that she never thought she'd have.
Yeah. Well, she's always got my support, like I say. Anytime she wants, anytime, she can come back onto mine and say whatever she wants. So...
Pale, honest to God, as she messaged me yesterday morning and said, you know, thanks for doing that for me. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. And I said, you know what, Kel? I said, I'm not that much older than you. I said, but the mother in me came out. I said, and I just felt like I wanted to put my arms around you and tell you everything was going to be okay.
Exactly. Poor thing. It's sick. Like, she's the one that's had all of her life to live with this, to be traumatised with, because like, you understand why Kelly suffers the way she does, because
she's being robbed. She's being robbed of her childhood and her adulthood.
Yeah.
I said, Pearl, at the end of the day, when it was back and forth and it was war, but without going too sick, there was no instant parties. Both parties was involved in things and arguing and all that stuff, right? But when it gets to the extremes that it's gone to now, Kelly's the victim of all this.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? And people need to fucking understand that.
Yeah.
Last your whole life. Exactly, Katie. It's,
You mate, you don't have to give.
It's just, it's sick. It's sick. And so people go on and just say, Kelly, like, goes on and on and on. Listen, do you know, she's a very, very strong person, because, especially with it being a family member, right? As you just said, Amanda, it's ruined her childhood plus her adult life. I think she's a very, very strong woman, because I don't know how I would have coped with that.
No. Honestly, Pale, like I said the other night, I had a blessed childhood. I really, really did. And I don't know how all survivors get through it. It's unthinkable.
It's mind-blowing, really, isn't it? Like, but this is just vile and sick. When she's gone through what she's gone through, and she does speak about it, but them deep, dark secrets had never come out. And then for people to mock that and start taunting her with them things, she will have been reliving that over and over and over again.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose it's something that would come into your mind at least once a day on a normal day.
Yeah.
Never mind without being reminded of it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's, I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't know what to say to her the other night. That's what I wanted to do. Put my hands through the phone and just wrap her up and give her a cuddle and just what you've just said, tell her everything's going to be all right. But to her, that will have been like, it was never going to be all right, because now they fetch it to a new level. Speaking about it on here, like I've been to the shop for a pint of milk. It isn't. It was her life that was fucked up, basically, and now they're taking the piss out of it, so as if she was to blame. And that's what they were forgetting. She was the victim in all of this. Oh. Well, I wouldn't like to think I had people like that around me, and I'll tell you the truth, because...
Well, we all said last night, Pearl, we're just so glad to be away from them people. We really are. We found like real friends, and you know.
The thing is, I will say this, Manda. Over there, I do believe, I hate to say over there, like the sides, but there is. I do think some of them are decent, really decent people, but they don't know how to pull away. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I feel some of them are okay, but they don't know how to pull away from the drama.
Yeah.
Because they're not all bad people. I think anyone that's involved in this, I have my judgment separate to that, because I think that it's a police matter. I think it's disgusting. So I've got my views there. But I do think that some people just want to be wanted and be in a group of people and feel like they're getting supported, and that's not the way you should be getting supported.
No.
You know what I mean? The problem is a few bad apples make a bad bunch, you know what I mean?
I don't know.